Yes, my dear P6 learners, I hope you are doing well. In our previous lesson, I taught you about direct proportions, and I told you that when you are handling numbers under direct proportions, what you are looking for must appear on your right when you are to use laws of proportions. But I also gave you method 2, whereby we are supposed to use a formula to still work out the same number. And I gave you an activity of about 8 numbers, but among the 8 numbers, you will allow me to go through 3 numbers, that is number 3 and number 5, before I take you to a new lesson. So number 3 is 3 books cost 8,100 shillings. Find the cost of 10 similar books. So because I gave you a variety of methods, now I'm free to begin using any method which I want. So I'm going to use new out of old, then times amount. Okay, new out of old times amount. So in this case, you need to discover what has been given twice. We have 3 books, and we are looking for the cost of 10 similar books. So money has been given twice. So we are looking for the cost of 10 books. So 10 becomes new, then 3 becomes old, then the amount is 8,100. Then we reduce. When we divide by 3, it is 1. 8 divided by 3, we are getting 2. And the remainder is, that is 6, the remainder is 2. So you put that 2 here to make it 21. 21 divided by 3, we are getting 7. 0 divided by 3, 0. 0 divided by 3, 0. Therefore, we have 10 times 2,700, which will give us 27,000. I hope you got this one. Number 5. Number 5 says, a car consumes 8 liters of petrol for every 160 kilometers. How far will it go to consume 5 liters? So, what has been given twice? I can see liters. Do we have liters somewhere else? Yes. So it means we are looking for the distance. How far? That is the distance. So we are looking for the distance which is going to be covered in using 5 liters. Therefore, we are saying new out of old times the amount. Times amount. But this time, this one is not amount, so we can call it maybe distance. Okay? So which one is new? It becomes 5 out of the old one, and the old one is 8. Then we multiply by the distance, which is 160 kilometers. So when you divide by 8 is once. When you divide by 8, that is 20. So we have 5 times 20 kilometers, which will give you 100 kilometers. Therefore, it means for the car to consume 5 liters of petrol, it must have traveled 100 kilometers. Therefore, I hope you passed all the numbers, because after all, these were the only challenging numbers. I expect you to have maybe found difficulties. So in our lesson today, we are going to continue looking at direct proportions. Direct proportions, but maybe I'm just going to put more tricks in my questions to see whether you understood that work which I taught you. So we are looking at more about proportions, and in our example number 1, we have this question. It takes 6 minutes to drive a distance of 720 kilometers. How long will it take to cover 1,080 kilometers at the same speed? So all the 2 methods which I gave you in my previous lesson, can apply here. But it's up to you to choose which method is going to make your work easy. I think when I use new out of old, then times. What has been given twice? Remember, we have time, 6 minutes. Now we are saying how long. When we say how long, what do we want? It means we want time. We have distance. We have also this distance. So which one is given twice? Distance, distance. So what should I call this one? Times quantity. Maybe we can call it quantity in terms of time. Or you can say amount if you don't want to change your formula. New out of old times amount. But I can't call time amount. Now, which one is new? We are looking for the minutes it will take to cover 1080. So we shall get 1080. We divide it by the old distance, which is 720 kilometers. Then we multiply by 6 minutes. So kilometers divided by kilometers, they will go. You can cancel this one and this one, then you reduce. Which number can divide 72 at the same time? This one. You can decide to reduce by 2, you can decide to reduce by 6, so you can use any number. Let me reduce by 6. 6 divided by 6, 1. 7 divided by 6, it is 1. The remainder is 1. Put it there to make it 12. 12 divided by 6, you get 2. So it means I have to reduce 12 in 108. Which number should I use? Let me use 2. When you reduce by 2, you get 6. When you reduce by 2, you get 5. When you reduce by 2, you get 4. Which number can I use? You can use 2, you can use 6. Let me use 6. By 6 is what? 1. Then by 6 here is 9. So it means I have remained with 9 out of 1. Then times the 1 minute. And this one will give me 9 minutes. You see? Okay. So it will take 9 minutes. Let's look at another example. Now, example 2, we can say 3 kilograms of rice cost. How much money? They cost 2,400 shillings. How many kilograms? Kilograms. Will one buy with how much money? Maybe 4,800 shillings. Okay? 3 kilograms of rice cost 2,400 shillings. How many kilograms? It means I'm looking for kilograms. How many kilograms will one buy with 4,800 shillings? So we are saying new out of old, now times. What are we looking for? Kilograms. So times quantity. Times quantity. So which one has been given twice? Shillings, shillings. So which one becomes the new amount of money? How many kilograms will I buy with this one? So this one becomes the new amount of money out of the old amount of money for the 3, which is 2,400. Then we multiply by the quantity, and the quantity which has remained is 3 kilograms. So the shillings will go, the 2 zeros will go. You can now reduce. Divide by 24, 1. Divide by 24, that is 2. So you will have 2 out of 1, then times 3 kilograms. And this one is going to give you 6 kilograms. See? So we are getting 6 kilograms. Let's look at another example. Let's look at another example. Let's look at another example. Example number 3. 5 cups cost 2,500 shillings. How many cups will one buy with 10,000 shillings? Okay? How many cups will one buy with 10,000 shillings? When you buy 5 cups, you pay 2,500. How many cups will one buy with 10,000 shillings? Okay? So if I'm using the same format, we are looking for the number of cups you can buy with 10,000 shillings. So 10,000 shillings becomes the new amount. So we get new out of old times quantity. So we are looking for the number of cups we can buy with 10,000. So 10,000 becomes new. Come and write here 10,000. Out of old. Okay? Old is 2,500. 2,500. Then times the given quantity, which is 5 cups. 5 cups. So this will go with that. We cancel these 2 zeros. So I have remained with 100 out of 25 times 5. So we can reduce, divide by 5, 1. Divide by 5, 5. I have now to reduce 5. Divide by 5, 1. 5 in 10 is 2, then plus 1, 0. So we are getting 20. But what are these 20? How many cups? These are 20 cups. These are 20 cups. However, having given you this one, it doesn't mean that the other first method I gave you is not applicable here. It is very applicable, but it depends on what you think is simpler for you to apply. Let's have another example. Let's have another example. A car, that's number 4. A car consumes 5 liters of petrol for every 20 kilometers. So how many liters will it consume to cover a distance of 80 kilometers? Okay? A car consumes 5 liters of petrol for every 20 kilometers. How many liters will it consume to cover a distance of 80 kilometers? So we are looking for the number of liters it can consume to cover 80 kilometers. Okay? So we have kilometers here, we have kilometers here. So which one is going to be new? The one whose number of liters are not given. So we are looking for the number of liters it can consume to cover 180 kilometers. So we get 80 kilometers. We divide it by the old distance, which is 20 kilometers, then times the quantity. Which one is the quantity? We have remained with 5 liters. 5 liters. Okay? So we can cancel kilometers with the kilometers. So it means I have no kilometers now. This 0 will go with that. I have 8 out of 2, then times 5. Now I can reduce by 2. Divide by 2, 1. Can I reduce it in 5? No, 5 is not a multiple of 2, so I go for 8. So divide by 2, we shall get 4. Therefore, we shall get 4 times 5. And 4 out of 1 is the same as 4. And what are we getting? Liters. So it means we are going to get 20 liters. So it means for this car to cover 180 kilometers, it must have consumed 20 liters of petrol. 20 liters of petrol. I think you can see how simple it is. I'm going to give you one more example. Then I will give you an exercise for you to try. So in our example number 5, someone may tell you that seven shots cost 21,000 shillings. Cost 21,000 shillings. How many shots? Can I buy with how much money? 63,000 shillings. 7 shots cost 21,000 shillings. How many shots can I buy with 63,000 shillings? Okay? So what do we do here? We are looking for number of shots which I can buy using 63,000 shillings. So 63,000 shillings becomes new, because we are looking for the cost of this one. Then we divide it by the old amount of money, which is 21,000 shillings. Then we multiply by the quantity. What is the quantity? 7. And what is that? 7 shots. Okay? Shillings will go with the shillings, so I don't have shillings. This 0 with this one with this one, this one with that one. So I have remained with 63 out of 21 times 7 shots. Okay? We can reduce. Divide by 7 once. Divide by 7, 3. So it means I have to reduce 3 in 63. Divide by 3, 1. 6 divided by 3, we get 2. And 3 divided by 3, we get 1. So we shall have 21 times 1 shot. Times 1 shot, which is going to give you 21 shots. You see? 21 shots. Thank you so much for being good learners. I'm going to give you an activity of very few numbers. Please sit down and do that work, because at the end of it all, we are going to set a test that will assess you on what we have taught you here, and we shall use the results to promote you to the next class. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye-bye.